So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running is Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was brought down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Up with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He'll try and throw for it here. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bengals 7, Raiders 3. Set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Mixon.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mike 5'9", Watch the slit, watch the slit. Jim.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, 46 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 81 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Extra point.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
John Ross just the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He's across midfield.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Mixon with a first down carry. goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
14.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Well, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. The
Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 49, check 40, check. Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 59.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
57, Mike, 57. I got it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Next smash.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
5 yards.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Off the RPO, he completes it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20.
Showtime, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Bengals 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 74 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well,
He's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check, 59, 59. Let's get off the field. Shift.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 56 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
31-31. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Loss of 2 yards.
They throw it out right complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jacobs fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with a rise in the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back them up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
38.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Mixon with it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, here's Burrow. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here we go with Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Raiders.
Henry Ruggs, 59 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Returning it, John Ross. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it does.